Chapter 1. The Conquest. Supreme Commander Urlach stood on the bridge of the Eryxian flagship, the Worldbreaker, his 4 eyes gleaming with anticipation. The vast darkness of space stretched before him, punctuated by the twinkling of distant stars and the ominous silhouettes of his war fleet. 1,000 worlds had fallen before the might of the Eryxian Empire, and soon this insignificant blue marble called Earth would join them. Status report, Urlach demanded, his voice a low growl that sent shivers down the spines of his subordinates. Sub-Commander Zaxra, her scaled skin shimmering under the harsh light of the bridge, responded promptly. All ships report ready, Supreme Commander. We are positioned just beyond the orbit of the planet these primitives call Neptune. Urlach's mandibles clicked in satisfaction. Excellent. These humans won't know what hit them. Initiate the jump sequence. As the Eryxian fleet prepared to make their final push into the heart of the solar system, Urlach couldn't help but feel a twinge of disappointment. Intelligence reports suggested that Earth was a backwater planet barely capable of interplanetary travel. Where was the challenge in conquering such primitive beings? Little did he know, the greatest battle of his life was about to begin. Chapter 2. The Awakening. Deep within a secret facility beneath the icy surface of Europa, General Sarah Chen of the Terran Defense Force sat in tense force. Surrounding her were representatives from a dozen alien races, all members of the clandestine Galactic Coalition. Their eyes were fixed on the holographic display dominating the center of the room, which showed the approaching Eryxian fleet. "They've taken the bait," Chen said, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. Initiating Operation Trojan Horse. A Voltari ambassador, his bioluminescent skin pulsing with nervous energy, leaned forward. "Are you certain your defenses will hold, General? The Eryxians are not to be underestimated." Chen's lips curved into a grim smile. "Neither are we, Ambassador. Humanity has been preparing for this day for centuries. It's time to show the galaxy what we're truly capable of." With a nod to her communications officer, Chen gave the order that would change the course of galactic history. "Activate all defense systems. Let's give these invaders a welcome they'll never forget." Chapter 3. The Trap is Sprung. As the Eryxian fleet crossed the orbit of Neptune, they were oblivious to the web of defenses they were flying into. Urlach, confident in his imminent victory, was already drafting his Conquest speech when the first alarms blared across the Worldbreaker's bridge. Supreme Commander Zaxra cried out, her claws flying over the control panel. "Multiple energy signatures detected." They're everywhere?" Before Urlach could respond, the space around his fleet erupted in a dazzling display of destructive power. Hidden defense platforms, perfectly camouflaged against the backdrop of space, sprang to life. Quantum-linked weaponry that had lain dormant for centuries activated, unleashing devastation upon the invaders. Brilliant beams of energy sliced through Eryxian ships like they were made of paper. Swarms of microscopic drones coalesced into deadly clouds, stripping away hull plating and disabling critical systems. Gravitational weapons warped space-time itself, crushing entire squadrons into twisted masses of metal. Urlach roared in fury and disbelief. "Impossible. This planet is supposed to be defenseless. Return fire, all ships." But the Eryxian counterattack was disorganized and ineffective. For every defense platform they managed to destroy, 3 more seemed to take its place. It was as if the entire solar system had come alive, determined to expel the invaders. Chapter 4. The Gauntlet. Desperate to salvage his invasion, Urlach ordered his fleet to push deeper into the solar system. Surely, he thought, these defenses couldn't extend all the way to Earth. How wrong he was. As the battered Eryxian ships approached the gas giants, they encountered new horrors. The rings of Saturn concealed a network of railgun platforms hurling projectiles at a significant fraction of light speed. Jupiter's powerful magnetic field had been weaponized, generating electromagnetic pulses that fried Eryxian systems and left ships drifting helplessly. In the asteroid belt, a deadly game of cat and mouse unfolded. Stealth drones, indistinguishable from the surrounding space rocks, picked off stragglers and damaged ships. Eryxian sensors, already strained to their limits, could barely keep up with the onslaught. On the bridge of the Worldbreaker, chaos reigned. Urlach, his pride giving way to desperation, bellowed orders as his officers scrambled to respond to the ever-changing battlefield. Sir Zaxra reported, her voice trembling, "We've lost contact with the entire Third Fleet. The Second Fleet is reporting casualties of over 60%. Urlach's mandibles clicked rapidly, a sign of extreme stress in his species. How? This is impossible. No primitive race could have developed such defenses. As if in answer to his outburst, a transmission cut through the cacophony of battle chatter. The holographic display flickered, and a human face appeared, General Sarah Chen, her expression a mask of cold determination. Attention, Eryxian aggressors. You face the combined might of humanity and our galactic allies. Earth is under the protection of the Terran Defense Accord. You have one chance to surrender or be destroyed. Chapter 5. The Revelation. Orlok stared at the human's face, his mind reeling. Allies? Accord? The implications hit him like a physical blow. Earth wasn't an isolated, primitive world. It was the hidden linchpin of a vast galactic alliance. As the remnants of his once mighty fleet limped towards Mars, the true extent of humanity's deception became clear. The Red Planet, long thought to be a barren wasteland, was a bustling hub of alien activity. Massive shipyards orbited the planet, producing vessels that incorporated technologies from a dozen different species. On the surface, domed cities housed a diverse population of humans and extraterrestrials working together in harmony. All this time, Orlok muttered, we thought we were the apex predators of the galaxy. But we were blind. These humans, they've outplayed us all. Zaxra, her earlier fear replaced by a grudging respect, nodded in agreement. What are your orders, Supreme Commander? Orlok closed his eyes, feeling the weight of his failure pressing down upon him. The Eryxian Empire had never known defeat, had never even considered the possibility. But now, faced with the undeniable might of Earth and its allies, there was only one choice. Send the surrender signal, he said, his voice barely above a whisper. And may the gods have mercy on us all. Chapter 6. The Aftermath. In the days that followed, the galaxy buzzed with the news of the Eryxian defeat. Across 1,000 worlds, oppressed species dared to hope for freedom. The myth of Eryxian invincibility had been shattered, and with it the foundation of their empire. On Earth, celebrations erupted in every city. Humanity had finally revealed its true strength to the galaxy, emerging from centuries of secrecy to take its place as a major power. The streets were filled with not just humans, but representatives from dozens of alien races, the hidden allies who had helped Earth prepare for this day. In a grand assembly hall in Geneva, General Chen stood before a diverse gathering of galactic leaders. Her voice, firm and clear, echoed through the chamber. For centuries, Earth has played the long game. While the Eryxians and others like them fought over scraps of the galaxy, we built something greater, a coalition based not on conquest, but on cooperation. Not on fear, but on mutual respect and understanding. She paused, her gaze sweeping across the assembled aliens, former enemies turned steadfast allies. The age of empires is over. Today we extend an invitation to all peaceful species. Join us. Together we can build a galaxy where knowledge and cooperation trump warfare and oppression. The choice is yours. Epilog. Orlok, once the feared supreme commander of the Eryxian fleet, now sat in a holding cell on Europa. Through a small viewport, he could see the vast, icy plains of the moon's surface, dotted with hidden entrances to the vast underground network that had coordinated Earth's defense. A human entered, General Chen herself. Orlok straightened, his pride not entirely beaten. Have you come to gloat, human? He growled. Chen shook her head. No, Orlok. I've come to offer you a choice. Your empire is crumbling as we speak. Rebellions are breaking out on every Eryxian-controlled world, but it doesn't have to end in more bloodshed. She placed a datapad before him. This contains our terms. In exchange for a complete cessation of hostilities and reparations to the worlds you've harmed, we're offering the Eryxian people a chance to join our coalition. To be part of something greater than an empire built on conquest. Orlok stared at the pad, then back at Chen. Why would you offer us this after all we've done? Chen's expression softened slightly. Because that's the difference between us, Orlok. We believe in second chances, in the power of redemption. Your people have much to offer the galaxy if they can learn to cooperate rather than conquer. As she turned to leave, Chen paused at the door. The choice is yours, Orlok. Continue to cling to your old ways and watch your civilization crumble, or embrace change, and help us build a better future for all species. With that, she was gone, leaving Orlok alone with his thoughts and the weight of a civilization's fate on his shoulders. As he reached for the data pad with a trembling claw, he realized that the greatest battle, the battle for the soul of his people, was only just beginning. The stars outside seemed to twinkle with new meaning, as if the entire galaxy was holding its breath, waiting to see what would come next in this new age of unity and